Alright guys, welcome back to another NBA 2K17 Myleague rebuild. Today we are going to be rebuilding the Denver Nuggets. I really enjoyed what this team did in the draft this year with drafting Jamal Murray. He's going to be a nice young, guard for them in the future. I'm pretty sure he can play point guard if he had to. Pretty sure it's what he played in college actually, but I think I'm going to have him as a shooting guard in this anyways. But taking a look at the rest of this roster, Danilo Gallinari almost reaching the age of 30, probably will be by the end of next season, so I don't really know if I want him for really this video, so I may look to trade him, see what I can get for him. Kenneth Reed's not nearly 30 yet, he's around 26 years old, he's exactly 26 years old, but I don't know, I feel like I can improve that power forward position, so I'm probably going to look to move him. This whole Nuggets team in general is just a very young team, and honestly I'd like to keep that core, except for free agency when I go into free agency, because free agency is not full of typically very young players because they're either restricted or under their rookie contract. So basically, I'm just going to try to get this rebuild done in 3 years. Got to do this pretty fast. But I just want to apologize for the lack of videos. Literally in the middle of a football season right now. So I don't think it's going to be really speeding up anytime soon. But come winter, come around December, it should be pretty much probably video every day. So you guys can look forward to that. We're almost in November, so just another month. So hang in there with me. And also, if you guys do not know, I'm going in order from worst to best record last year in my rebuild, so suggesting a team is not going to make them come any faster. Just wanted to let you know that. So I'm going to go ahead and make some trades. Once I make my first trade, you guys will see it. Alright guys, we're sending Danilo Gallinari and Malik Beasley over to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Kevin Love and J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith's going to be J.R. Smith. Kevin Love's going to be our power forward for the future, so this leaves room to move, what's his name? Kenneth Reed, and I'll see you guys with that trade. Alright guys, we're sending Kenneth Reed, our first round pick this year, which is going to be unprotected, and J.R. Smith to the Charlotte Hornets for Kemba Walker and MKG. MKG is really going to fill in that small forward role for us, and honestly I feel like I'd rather have, what's his name, Emmanuel Mudiay fill in. I mean, he's still young at the point guard position, so I'll let him have one more year to really fill in that spot behind Kemba Walker, and then I may look to trade Kemba. So this is going to be the rotation for season number 1. Kemba Walker, Will Barton, MKG, Kevin Love, and Nikola Jokic off the bench. Actually, I do want to trade Wilson Chandler too. My bad, I'll see you guys in my next trade. Alright guys, we're sending Wilson Chandler, Darrell Arthur, and a second round pick to the Boston Celtics for Kelly Olynyk and Amir Johnson, just really improving the depth of our front court a little bit more. So now, don't need to relocate. Where am I going? Now the rotation for season number 1, Kemba Walker, Will Barton, Michael Gilchrist, Kevin Love, Nikola Jokic off the bench, Amir Johnson, Gary Harris, Emmanuel Mudiay, Kelly Olynyk, Yusuf Nurkic, and I'm going to give Jamal Murray, let's go 11-man. I'll give Jamal Murray some minutes too, so I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. Actually, I'm going to acquire the Mavericks draft pick because typically they're always bad. So let's head over to the Mavericks. Of course, I'm going the wrong way. Unless it's like really expensive. Not expensive, but they want a lot for it. Then I'm probably not going to do it. Honestly, I might pull the trigger on this. Because if I do this, then I can just have Jamal Murray play starting shooting guard for us. You're definitely not getting Mudiay. You're definitely not getting... You know what? Let's just do this. I know that it seems like I'm giving up Will Barton at such a young age, but honestly, I'd rather have Jamal Murray progress into a nice young player. How long is JJ Barea's contract too? I'm probably going to look to trade him after this year, so let's just roll like this for season number 1. We can have Jamal Murray actually start and improve, so I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1, where hopefully we can make the playoffs, possibly end up with a top 5 pick in the draft from the Mavericks. And at the end of season number 1, Russell Westbrook is your MVP, averaging 26.5 points per game, 9 rebounds, 11 assists with 3.5 steals, half a block, shot 45% from the field. Damn. Very impressive stats from him. No doubt will definitely be an MVP contention in real life this year. Rookie of the year does go to Ben Simmons. I do not have... Actually, never mind. That wouldn't matter. But if you didn't know, I don't have injuries on. But never mind. Wouldn't matter. We don't have real life injuries on yet. But Ben Simmons probably not going to win Rookie of the Year in real life just because he is injured out until the end of January. I know that. So probably not going to happen in real life, but does happen in the game. Brandon Knight wins 6th Man of the Year, back in a Eric Bledsoe. DeAndre Jordan, Defensive Player of the Year, takes it away from the 2-time reigning MVP, or Defensive MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Kawhi Leonard. D'Angelo Russell wins Most Improved, and Steve Kerr of the 67-15 Golden State Warriors is your Coach of the Year. Probably will not do that well in real life, but they'll still probably win the NBA Finals. Don't quote me on that, but... Okay, let's get into these playoffs. We finished with the 7 seed, which is kind of annoying because, once again, actually, we don't even have our pick. I'm fine with the 7 seed, but we do have the Mavericks pick, and let's see how the Mavericks did. Because please tell me the Mavericks did very poorly. God bless America. Yes, they did. Looks like we have the odds at the number 2 overall pick this year in the draft. That makes me very happy. If we see how our team did this year overall, player stats, Kevin Love did lead us in scoring with 15 points, then Kemba Walker with 14, then Jamal Murray, actually the rookie, with 11. Rebounds per game is obviously going to be Kevin Love. Actually, not obviously. I don't know why I always say obviously. It's not always obvious, but Kevin Love did lead us in rebounding, and assists did go to Kemba Walker with 5.5. JJ Barea actually didn't have terrible stats, 10 points per game, 4.5 assists. Not bad at all. Let's get into these playoffs. Let's simulate this round against the Clippers. We're probably going to get swept or lose in some sort of games, but I don't expect us to win. All right, we took them to 7 games at least, but I didn't expect us to win. I don't really care. So looks like the finals is going to be the Cavs and the Warriors for the 3rd year in a row, and this time the Warriors do sweep. Kevin Durant is your finals MVP. So let's get into this offseason league meeting to make sure nothing got effed up, and so the points doesn't get all screwed up. Cool, I'm fine with all that. Let's get into the NBA draft. I don't really care about anything else. See what pick we have, and then I'll see you guys with either who I drafted or in the draft. And we ended up with we got kind of not really screwed, but I guess I'll see you guys with who I drafted 3rd overall at rookie signings. All right, guys, here at rookie signings, I actually did end up trading for Josh Jackson, who was selected 2nd overall. I'm pretty sure I just moved the 3rd overall pick in a future first, so I'm fine with that. Going to definitely sign him. Moody is coming back. Same with Gary Harris. Same with Yusuf Nurkic. Free agency, KD declined. Same with Chris Paul. Typically the same free agents. Qualifying offers. Kelly Olynyk offer pretty much $4 million qualifying offer too. My free agent Amir Johnson wants to test. Kelly Olynyk. We barely have any cap, so what I do need to do is trade MKG. That's definite. So I'll see you guys with my first trade. Alright guys, I want to see if the New York Knicks will actually do this. Kemba Walker, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, 2 first-round picks and 2 seconds for Kristaps Porzingis, someone I never trade for, and honestly be very interested in getting, and I might have given up a lot for him, but honestly it's going to clear up a lot of salary. It's going to give me room to now move Kevin Love, which is going to even make more salary, so I'll see you guys if I have a trade for Kevin Love. Alright guys, we are sending Kevin Love and JJ Barea to the Celtics for Jay Crowder and Wilson Chandler. Wilson Chandler will immediately be flipped, so don't worry about that. Do not want his contract on my hands. Wilson Chandler going to move him, so don't worry, and I'll just go through the trades with you guys, honestly. I don't really care. If any team wants to just give me him for a few second-round picks, sure. Utah Jazz, give me him for an unprotected first-round pick for Wilson Chandler. It's actually not bad at all. So let's go free agency spending now. I have not done that, so I guess I'll see you guys after my first signing. Alright guys, after day 3 free agency, we do get Chris Paul and Blake Griffin to both accept our offers. Now, the reason I'm going to actually sign Blake Griffin instead is because he doesn't have a no-trade clause like Steph Curry. If you look all the way on the right of your screen right now, the no-trade clause is yes for Chris Paul, which I don't know why I offered it to him. I guess just to accept the contract just in case. But Blake Griffin's going to be, we're going to be bringing him in, so I'm fine with that. We can't afford Chris Paul. Actually, we can almost afford Chris Paul. Like, I'd be willing to give him this and then bring him in. Really? He's going to decline it? 2-year deal? Alright, I guess we don't have enough money to sign Chris Paul, so I'll see you guys after our next signing, I guess. Alright guys, all I'm going to be doing here is matching the contract for Kelly Olynyk just because Gordon Hayward decided to go to the Jazz. Chris Paul still doesn't want to come here, neither does Paul Millsap. I guess I could get Adams, but you guys say I get Gobert way too much, so if I get him here, I'll trade him, but I don't really care, honestly. No. I need to, I want to trade someone, or honestly, I'd actually rather have, a better center. So, if one of these guys could just accept our offer, that'd be great. They both accepted. I feel like Gobert's 25. I feel like Steven Adams actually probably has more trade value, so, alright, they matches. Oh, they were both restricted. Never mind. Come on, someone, I don't really want to bring Gallo back, but you know what, I'll bring Gallo back if it means I can just trade him again. I don't really care. That's the only thing with restricted free agents that aggravates me. It's because we can never get them because they're restricted, which is why they're a restricted free agent, I guess. But I'm seriously overpaying for Gallo right now, so if he doesn't accept this offer, really? Alright, we bring in Danilo Gallinari. We have bird rights on nobody anymore, so let's sim to player progression, I guess, see how the team is doing. I really didn't think Gobert and Steven Adams were restricted. I don't really know why I thought that they would be fine, but looking at this team, Blake Griffin is an 87. Kristaps Porzingis is an 84. So Blake Griffin's actually going to get traded. That's why I didn't give him the no trade clause. Nikola Jokic is an 82. Jay Crowder's an 81. Gallo is an 80, who's going to get traded again. Josh Jackson's 79. Emmanuel Moody is a 79. So a lot of young talent on this team. And I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2 with some trades. Alright guys, we were trading Danilo Gallinari, a 2020 first round pick, and Ivica Zubac for DeAndre Jordan and Wesley Johnson. Not really sure why I did that. I really just don't need any more small forwards. Our center position's really fine. I'm just going to look to move Kelly Olynyk, so I'm going to try to trade for him, and I'll see you guys with that trade. Alright guys, we were trading Blake Griffin, Kelly Olynyk, and Gary Harris to the Utah Jazz for Gordon Hayward and Derek Favors. I know I just kind of gave up a lot. I know I really don't need another power forward, but honestly, I might just look to trade Derek Favors again. I might not, but I am going to definitely look to move Hayward, I think, because we do have Jake Crowder as well. So I'll see you guys in my next trade. Alright guys, we're sending Gordon Hayward and Juan Hernan Gomez to the Phoenix Suns for Eric Bledsoe and Robin Lopez. Robin Lopez will be moved. I hate his contract. There's no way he deserves to get paid this much ever. So down to Robin Lopez. Let's trade him. Is that a 1 year? Oh, it's a 2 year deal. I need a 1 year deal. Mon Shumpert I actually might bring in just for some shooting off the bench. It's only on a 1 year deal. So let's bring in Mon Shumpert. It's only a 1 year deal, so I don't really have to pay him after this year. So I feel like I'm going to leave this rotation the way it is for season number 2. This is probably a championship contending team. Eric Bledsoe, Jamal Murray, Josh Jackson, Kristaps Porzingis, DeAndre Jordan. Off the bench, Derek Favors, Nikola Jokic, Jake Crowder, Emmanuel Mudiay, Yusuf Nurkic, Mon Shumpert. So hopefully we can win a championship with this team. I'm not positive. They might need 1 more year. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2, where possibly this video might be over if we can win a championship. And at the end of season number 2, LeBron James finishes with the MVP award, averaging 26.5 points per game, 9 rebounds, 9.5 assists, 3 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Rookie of the Year does go to Harry Giles of the Sacramento Kings. Dennis Schroeder wins 6th Man of the Year in Atlanta. Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Trey Burke wins Most Improved. And Coach of the Year goes to Ron Adams. I don't understand why the Warriors literally never bring back Steve Kerr after year 1. Makes absolutely no sense. Probably the best coach in the NBA. I don't get it, though. It's 2K. I don't understand things sometimes. But let's get into this offseason. We didn't even finish with the best record in the Western Conference. We went 59-23. The Warriors, what did they do? They did 64, I believe. Where am I going? Conference. Yeah, 64-18. I mean, we wouldn't have even been first in the East either, because the Cavs won 16-22. So let's look at the player stats. Probably not great because we had so many players. Eric Bledsoe did lead us in scoring 17.5 points. He had a monster year. 17.5 points and 9.5 assists with 3.5 rebounds for a point guard. You're not getting any complaints out of me. You're more than welcome to pause the video at any point that you want. I'm way too lazy to go over all these stats. So let's get into this offseason. Really? Playoffs. We are taking on the Sacramento Kings round number 1. Let's check out their roster, see who they do have on it. Kings are back this way because they begin with a K. Bogey, they signed Millsap. They have Giles. This is a 7 seed. I have no idea why Paul Millsap would ever sign with this team after they drafted Harry Giles and they still have Boogie Cousins. I mean, their best 3 players are big men, so obviously they all can't play. But let's just simulate the current round. I'm fine with I'm confident, and we win in 5. So now taking on the 3-seeded Spurs, which is also kind of annoying, the fact that we have to do that. Kawhi, LaMarcus Aldridge, Pau Gasol, who's at the age of 37, making $16 million a year. That is... Whew. Shout out San Antonio. Tony Parker still in the NBA, the little French fucker. Tony Allen. They're just loving the old players over here in San Antonio. Let's simulate this game by game with them. We're up 2-0 on them. Nope, absolutely not. Simulate game. We're up 2-1. They get 2 at home. We're up 3-2, and Western Conference Finals to take on the Golden State Warriors. That's so annoying that I keep hitting that because I keep thinking that's... Never mind. Warriors. I feel like we have like more depth in them, but they just have their big 4. Oh boy. This is not going to be easy. We win game 1. We lose game 2. Win game 3. Oh my, we're up 3-2. Come on. I've never had to hop into a game in 2K17 yet, but I will if it requires me to. We don't even have to. We're going to the NBA Finals to take on the 7-seeded Philadelphia 76ers. Are you kidding me right now? What? Who do the 76ers have? Get out of here if this team beats us. This team's very, young, but get out of here if they beat us. We should sweep them. We should sweep them. We're up 2-0. 3-0, and NBA champions in season number 2 are your Denver Nuggets, as Eric Bledsoe is your finals MVP. 4 games, 31 minutes, 19 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, 8 assists, so 2 steals, and 1 block pretty much with 2.5 turnovers. So his stats kind of went down from the regular season, but... I'm not even mad right now. I will go over this roster with you guys one more time. Derek Favors, Eric Bledsoe, Kristaps Porzingis, DeAndre Jordan, Nikola Jokic, Jake Crowder, Josh Jackson, Jamal Murray, Emmanuel Mudiay, who never actually started even though I said he would, but he's on the thumbnail, so whoops. Yusuf Nurkic, Iman Shumpert, Wesley Johnson, Jameer Nelson. So we might have someone retire. I'm not really sure. Really don't care at this point, but hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to drop this video a like down below. Not sure what team is next. It's whatever team was finished with like the next best record besides the Nuggets. You get my point. Thank you guys so much for watching. I guess I'll see you guys all in the next video.